Stat. Clark have certainly grown since your time in the league. Do you think that can lead to too many voices in the locker room?
I really don't think that's an issue, Kevin, because no matter how many coaches you have, typically they are all in sync, and the head coach has usually put his staff together, and therefore they're moving in the same direction.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Hayes. Then it's James. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Doncic in at the point. And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. And that one's good, Richard.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Hachimura setting the pick for James. Hachimura against O'Neal. Hachimura with a screen on Booker. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Wow, I don't know if anything's out of Doncic's range.
And with this score of the Suns, you know, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for him.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
And here's Booker after Luka Doncic hitting the three. The rebound by James. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
I had a chance to catch up with Mike Budenholzer. Their plan defensively is to try to make LeBron into a jump shooter. Now, Coach said many teams plan that, but it rarely works out. You have to fully commit to it. Of course, that means LeBron will be getting all of their attention. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. That's tipped. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Luka with so many physical gifts. Taking flight right there.
KD on the wing. To stop the run. And then Durant with the jam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Suns have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. KD a screen on LeBron. Booker the pass to Durant. Rebound the Lakers.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
No good from LeBron. Suns still looking like they're getting going here. They trail by 9 points. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
And their last time playing this club, foul trouble became a big problem for them. Their starters had to take an early stint on the bench.
They've just got to be more careful tonight. It's that simple. I mean, those guys are too valuable. They need them on the floor.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
James, no good. Suns have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And always hovering around the 50, 40, 90 mark, Kevin Durant is both prolific and Greg efficient.
And Kevin, you want to talk about guys in this league who make winning plays time and time again? KD is right at the top of that list. Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
LeBron against Booker. To the inside. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And you got to respect Booker. I mean, he's added to his game every year and becoming a more willing passer.
Now here's Hayes. Still scoreless. It's tipped. Booker looking around. Into the lane. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points Booker is on a historic scoring pace. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Doncic. No good there. Good D by Booker. Suns trail by 6. Bounce pass from Durant. And done with the slam.
Oh, man, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me.
Treated the rim like it stole something from him.
The 3 from LeBron, and it's Durant with the rebound.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
This game was in danger of getting away from them. They've made a nice push to keep it close.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Now Kevin Durant. With 4 seconds on the clock, and it's good on the layup. Durant's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
And so it's LeBron James. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Cultivating a lot of assists right now, which is beautiful to see. Love the way they're working that ball around.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Jackson Hayes is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's LeBron James. And it's Doncic in at the point guard. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is the human cheat code. Bradley Beal says of his new teammate, he's 7 feet tall, he can shoot the ball, he can do everything. It's a little unfair. I get a bit jealous sometimes. I wish I was 7 feet, but nothing he does really surprises me. When he's in attack mode and locked in, there's nothing you can do. Kevin?
Not a single darn thing. You're so right. David, thanks.
You know, if Luka wants the three-point shot, he just takes it. No hesitation.
KD a screen for 3. Booker. It's rebounded by Hayes. Lakers leading by 3. Here's LeBron. And James throws it down hard.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Here's James. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Doesn't go that time.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
Beyond the arc. Dunn misses. Looking at the Suns, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Kings. LeBron drives in, and James throws it down.
You know, once he takes that first step, LeBron is virtually unstoppable. Raw athleticism gives him the upper hand.
There's a good screen. Booker with no one around, kept alive. Richards passes to Durant. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And Greg, you think about what they call float game. Why does that one shot earn a nickname like that?
I mean, it's a badge of respect, right? The floaters, teardrops, whatever you call them, runners, often the finishing touch to an already well-developed offensive arsenal.
Suns trail by 3. Out to the right wing. Dunn up top. Guarded by Doncic. Dunn kicks to O'Neal. Screen by Durant. O'Neal passes to KD. Rebounded by the Lakers. They've led by as much as 10.
Whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now, he's got a big smile on his face.
Second team foul.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Here's Booker.
when LeBron is engaged on defense, he's a real problem at that end of the floor, too. Terrific job changing the shot. It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
And here is Doncic following the three from Kevin Durant. Doncic kicks to Finney Smith. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Straight to the bucket, Durant.
Durant's a pleasure to watch moving in transition. So fluid and always under control.
LeBron sets the screen for Doncic. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now, here is O'Neal. He has yet to score. Dunn finds O'Neal. 6 to shoot. O'Neal sets the screen for KD. It's rebounded by Hayes. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Here's Hachimura. No good from outside. Suns have gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. Pass to Richards. We've got 33 seconds left now here in the second. O'Neal against Doncic. Lets the three fly. Durant, no good. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to Minnesota. Finney Smith with it, defended by Richards. And here's James outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Booker, right side. Booker hammers it down.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
32, the Lakers. 32.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Look, I know this is going off topic, but during the first half, we were doing some dribbling drills. So Kenny, as the point guard here, looking now at our featured game this evening, the Phoenix Suns have a close one on their hands.
I like their approach on the boards. Get in there, establish position.
And that concludes.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
The wing pair we'll be seeing is Beal and Allen. Huddling out there at Bull. And it's Jones in at the 1 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. No coverage that time.
3-point field goal.
Goodwin's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Lakers. And Clark for the Lakers. Their last 2 seasons ended in playoff losses to the Denver Nuggets.
And I tell you what, they fought hard both times, Kevin. The point differential was only 24 points over the 4 games in 2023 and just 11 points in 2024. LA actually led most of the 5-game series, but weren't able to advance. You know, he may have a scorer's mindset, but Reeves makes plays for others, too.
Pass the Bull. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Bull's got his first 2 points of the night.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half. Boy, nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Jones, the pass to Bull. Outside for Beal. Bull, a screen on Milton. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Bull, that's good.
Really good screen that time. Then Bowl with the quick roll.
And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Assist from
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did plenty of damage nonetheless. I mean, it was only with one hand, but he still threw that down pretty hard.
Jones, the pass to Plumlee. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Now here's Len. No scoring in this one. Here's Vanderbilt. And here's Reeves outside. Drills it from outside. And the Lakers lead by 6.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Jones against Reeves. And the basket is good. Jones has got his first 2 points.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Here's Goodwin. No good on the 3. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Jones kicks to Allen. To the paint. Here's Plumlee. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Alex Len picks one up. Craig in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
Yeah, they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very shrewd to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Here's Goodwin. Phoenix grabs the miss. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Here's Beal. Here he goes. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
So impressive. The fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
The shot's good from Plumlee.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Here's Reeves. Pass to Len. All alone. Plumlee with the rebound. For Phoenix, they've gone 6 of 8 on field goal attempts in the third. A 75% clip. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. LA's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Goodwin, good.
It's obvious they've taken fewer threes here in the second half and are focused on having a more balanced offensive attack.
Bull setting the pick for Jones. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
Lakers ball.
Reeves outside. And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Lakers. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
Austin Reeves.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Austin Reeves, Jared Vanderbilt out there with Len. Then it's Goodwin, and it's Milton in at the shooting guard position.
And it's fun to watch guys like Booker that see the floor this well. Seems to always get it to the right man.
Reeves with the screen for Milton. Reeves Reeves drives in, and he goes in for the dunk.
Putting his head down and going to work. I love that intensity from Reeves.
Booker against Milton. Booker inside. Durant wide open. He fires. Good. A nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 5 assists tonight. Driving the lane. Here's Vanderbilt. Nice defense from KD.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Anytime Devin Booker is sent to the line, it's a win for his offense. He's pretty much automatic, and it's been that way since he entered the league.
And we've got a lineup change here for the Lakers. And that one's good. Richard.
At the offensive end, he's been assertive and efficient, guys. A big reason why they hold this lead right now.
Booker against Doncic. Doncic with a strong move inside.
Luka, combination of finesse and bully ball in there that time.
KD sets the pick for Booker. Connects from three-point range. Booker's got 4 this quarter.
How about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
No question about it. They found a nice rhythm from deep.
Doncic going to work.
Even for Doncic, this is a big night in the scoring column, giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
Booker outside. Pass to Richards. That ball is good for another field goal. His 6th. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention.
What a thing of beauty from James.
There is no doubt about who they were going to on that one. Of course not. LeBron coming through.
Booker dishes to O'Neal. Durant with the screen on Hachimura. O'Neal passes to KD.
2 minutes.
And stolen by Booker. Poked loose. Doncic with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. LeBron James finishes off the break. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really.
And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated.
Second team foul. At the line for your side.
Where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Inside. How's that for an answer? Right there with the dunk.
Defensively there, you played Booker to shoot, but he's also a willing passer.
Here's Doncic. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. The coach's challenge has been issued. This game like this, on the line, this is what it's for.
Luka Doncic, shooting 1. The play will be reviewed under NBA rules. There will be 2 minutes.
Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys,
Yes, sir.
That was incredible.
Oh, man.
relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial. And we've seen Durant now hit big shots before. This guy relishes the moment.
Here are the Lakers with the ball. They've led by as much as 10, and he commits the intentional foul.
Team foul.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And an intentional foul right there.
Done. First personal foul. Second team foul.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Those are critical foul shots. Love to see him knock them down there.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Booker outside. Pass to Durant. Screen by O'Neal. Three-pointer. No good from Durant. Outside, James from deep three-point land. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. O'Neal wide open. Missed. And so the Lakers take the win. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have won at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony.
After here, this early portion of the season is characterized by a great deal of overreaction, Grant.
The media and fans build up a lot of expectations in the offseason, and it's not that bad, but when those expectations aren't met, watch out. Listen, we all just need to settle down and see how things play out.
And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
Devin Booker taking 2 shots.
And he
Under video review over NBA rules. The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And Devin Booker is already one of the greatest players in Suns history, Grant.
Well, you could argue that Steve Nash still ranks ahead of him. He did win 2 MVPs with the Suns. But when it's all said and done, I think Booker will be regarded as the best.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander lifting off and hammering it down with all he's got.
Booker surveying the D. And there's the rejection. Dort against Durant. Screen by Holmgren. Here's Dort. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Here's Phoenix. It's a 3-point game. Booker against Dort. Booker, the pass to Durant. Screen by O'Neal. Clock at 6. Puts up a 3. On target from range.
The elevated playmaking of Durant. Passes like that really bring the team closer together.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We were talking about Chet Holmgren, the versatility at both ends. And Coach pointed out one thing in particular, saying that Chet has the ability to create for himself. He's a tremendous ball handler for his size. He has great footwork, and he stays on balance. He knows it's going to take a team effort defensively.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Williams misses.
I'm trying to think of the last time I saw him miss a shot like that. It's been a while.
Outside Booker. The 3 is up. Hartenstein pulls it in. The Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. That's tipped. Dort with it. Now guarded by Booker. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Phoenix with a rebound.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Now, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Gotta be impressed with Booker's basketball IQ. Superb at scoring off of pick and rolls.
And he's going for the lob. Now here's Richards. He's guarded by Hartenstein. Outside for Booker. Out of bounds. The Thunder will take it. And a look at the stats for Chet Holmgren. Oklahoma City trailing. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And here we have last season's best free throw shooting teams. Fourth, the Thunder.
They took pride in their success at the line, and it forced opposing defenses to be very careful against them.
Here's Booker. And he lobs it up top.
The defense expects Booker to find his own shot, but he gives it away off that pick and roll.
Thunder trail by 4. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. No good again that time.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Basket counts.
I just love the ball movement.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Durant with a screen on Dort. Here's Booker. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. You know, Booker gets a lot of praise for his scoring. But how about his skill as a passer, Richard?
Oh, he's a good decision maker, B.A. He's able to read defenses and dissect them with his passing. He's shown he can be a traditional, quote-unquote, point guard. This is who you want at the line, and Booker gets himself there a lot.
Pass to Dort. Back to Holmgren. Launches a three. Durant pulls it in. And so it's Durant who brings up the ball for Phoenix. O'Neal with it. Guarded now by Williams.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Thunder trail by 8. Dort outside. Richards pulls it in. The Suns have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. Down low. Durant off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside. That one falls.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
Booker against Dort. And stolen by Holmgren. Williams from long range. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Outside Durant. 1 second left. Oh, missed the dunk at the buzzer. And at the end of 1, a closely contested game. So and if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Suns.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
Nick Richards out there with Kevin Durant. Then it's Royce O'Neal. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Dunn in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Pass to Booker. Aging in the league can be a difficult process, Richard, but that's something you did very well.
Wow, a compliment. Thank you, B.A. Look, I knew I had to adapt, or I would have been out of the league sooner than I wanted to. You have to be able to adapt or die. That's what this league is about.
Looking at last year, here were the players that led the way in terms of overall scoring. In the third spot, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And, of course, Kevin Durant.
Two premier scoring options that defenses really have to scramble to account for.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Chet Holmgren makes up for his light frame with aggression. He said, quote, "You don't have to take a second look at me now to know that I'm not the biggest dude width-wise, so I have to hit first. Otherwise, the game's not going to go in my favor when things get physical," unquote. Brian, you agree?
I do, and you can tell he just refuses to back down, Allie. Dunn outside. Richards with a screen. 5 to shoot. Dunn, the pass to O'Neal. And once again, off the mark by Phoenix.
That's exactly how you have to defend them on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Well, the defender's stopping the developing fast break. That looks like a transition take foul. Well, Grant, if you talk about consistent top-level scores, Devin Booker is near the top of that list.
Yeah, and going back to the 17-18 season, Devin has averaged at least 25 points every year. Book can create his own shot and finish. It's hard finding guys who can do both.
Here's Durant. The Thunder pull it in. It's Dort on the wing. Booker defending. Outside, Williams. Screen by Holmgren. Williams misses. The Suns leading. Durant, pass to O'Neal. Lets it go from 11. Durant owning the inside.
Inside, Durant's scoring instincts take over, helping him find a path to that difficult shot.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
I just love the aggressive finish.
I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. Booker can't get it to go. The Thunder have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Inside, and stolen by Durant. Done with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Dunn outside. The kick to Durant. And stolen by Hartenstein. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Here's Holmgren. Holmgren with a big reach.
And before he even leaves the floor, Holmgren has the ball at rim level.
And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here.
Team, everyone. Get loud for them once again.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Brad, how about the rise of OKC? In just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed.
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Dort. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to be on Nick Richards. Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars. Some of the best shooters in the history of this league. And they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain it.
Holmgren against Durant. Screen by O'Neal. Holmgren with the block.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Tipped away. Williams with it. Now guarded by Booker. The pull-up. Tries again. Holmgren for 2. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
5 on the clock. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now. 3 for 3.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Dort outside. 27 seconds left in the second.
You're making the slam look second nature. Once Dort sees the launching pad, he's ready to take off.
O'Neal on the wing. 17 seconds left in the second period. And that's a foul called on Isaiah Hartenstein. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Beal. Six on the shot clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Here's Wiggins. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3.
Their offense is running like a machine there, Shaq. I mean, they're making calculated decisions, kind of like all of those.
And a look now at... Thanks for joining us.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
He knows that that's a strength. They're going to keep fouling. He has no problem taking it.
On the court for the Thunder. Mitchell out there with Alex Caruso. Then it's Williams. Then it's Aaron Wiggins. And it's Williams in at the 4 spot. Both free throws good from Mitchell. This past offseason, OKC decided to move on from their former first-round pick, Josh Giddey.
Yeah, the 6th overall pick in 2021. Giddey is a talented player with good upside, but fit is so important in the NBA. And the Thunder knew his talents would be better suited elsewhere.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Thunder have some grit. Coach Mark Dagnall said we compete, and on nights we aren't, we get back to that very quickly. The competition level and the willingness to do it together is the foundational piece. Brian?
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thank you. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And he drops the first. Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats. But this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt, drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then. Oh, that is a tough shot to master. You got to credit Caruso for being in the lab and putting time on that floater.
Beal surveying the D. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Plumlee, a screen on Williams. And that one's good. Oh.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
But the teardrop is good. Caruso's got his second basket of the night.
Oh, it's not an easy look for Caruso in with these threes, but somehow he gets to go.
Plumlee, a screen on Mitchell. Allen, the pass to Plumlee. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
And that's how you lead a team, literally.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Okay, let's fire up the 2K leaderboard. Last year, you really had to protect the ball against these teams. The Thunder in second.
The steals numbers only tell part of the story. This was a team that made trouble for every opponent with their incredible effort on the defensive end.
It's Wiggins on the wing. From outside the arc. Lets the three fly. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Here's Lee. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Beal with it. Guarded now by Williams. Pass to Lee. Allen against Mitchell. Allen, the pass to Bowl. Stolen by Caruso. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Wiggins from long range drains the triple. And it's a 4-point Oklahoma City lead.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Pass to Lee. Oh, screen on Wiggins. Here's Lee. Pounded by Wiggins. They get the rebound. Lee, the pass to Bowl. And finished off by Bowl.
Back to the basics. Unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
And getting a perspective on the offensive tendencies here since the All-Star break, we got a breakdown showing the average of 3-point attempts versus 2-point shot attempts per game since the midway point of the season for the Thunder.
And they've really been letting it fly from deep. You see more and more teams doing this in today's NBA, given the league's increased focus on perimeter shooting.
Minute 32 left to play in the third. To the middle. Plumlee. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Grayson Allen's shooting gets a lot of attention, Richard, but his efficiency is also impressive.
No, it's his shooting and efficiency that causes problems for defenses. When he's on the floor, there will be much more space for everyone else to work.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Outside Bull. Three-pointer. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Caruso outside. Lets it go from deep. Oh, my. Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws. It's going to be on Bradley Beal. And you watch Alex Caruso on defense, RJ. He forces his fair share of turnovers.
Yeah, he's got great instinct, quick hands. You can't be loose with the ball around Caruso, one of the best one-on-one defenders in the game.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
And he nails the third. And Mike Budenholzer decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Our 2K leaderboard, focusing on last year's three-point shooting leaders. And you look at Allen, he is downright lethal from distance, ranking first in the league in three-point percentage.
Distance shooters are so accurate these days. It's a real honor to have topped that list.
And that's how you finish at the rim, Beal leaving no room for error.
And here's Caruso outside. He can't get it to go. Suns trail by 3. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Here's the 3. And it's Mitchell. The miss. Mitchell against Allen.
Thunder foul. Niko. First personal foul. Second team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Booker. Give him 8 points now. Here's Richards. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading buckets. The Suns on top. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
There wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Kevin Durant is out there with Royce O'Neal. Then there's Devin Booker. Then there's Nick Richards. And it's done in a 2-guard. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
3-point field goal.
All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Williams with it. He's against O'Neal. Outside for Dort. 6 to shoot. Holmgren with a screen on Booker. Dort for 3. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 5 rebounds tonight. Durant with it. Hartenstein covering. Durant, no good.
Yeah, we're not used to seeing him get bottled up like that. Wow.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing. The Suns have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth.
And it doesn't get any easier for Durant. With his size and length, dunking just comes pretty easy for him.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Hartenstein in the post. Richards is there. Dort outside. Holmgren with a screen on Booker. Dort for 3. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Ooh, poked away. Ooh, it's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. To the inside. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Richards has got 7 rebounds in the game. Booker against Hartenstein. Left side Booker. Pass to Richards. Now O'Neal. Outside Durant. Yes, sir! KD for 3.
Throughout the second half, they've achieved excellent efficiency on the offensive end.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander fires in the triple.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Dort against Booker. Ooh, some contact there. No issue for Booker, though.
Check out Booker rising to meet the challenge. He wants so badly to deliver for his team.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Hartenstein. And the bucket is good.
He's such a smart player. Jalen Williams making people around him better.
Outside Booker. Pass to O'Neal. A powerful slam from Devin Booker.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Nice hustle on defense from Booker, just pulling the ball away there.
Down low. Here's Hartenstein. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
1:05 left to play in the fourth. Booker, the pass to O'Neal. Shot clock at 5. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And what makes Booker so difficult to guard is that he can score from every spot on the floor.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And also the number of points they've scored in the paint has been impressive. This coaching staff encouraging them to keep going inside.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Dagnall was just reviewing the plan with his team. He had some words of confidence for his team, saying all it takes is a few chances. We make a few plays down the stretch, we can steal this thing from them. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks. And it's in. And now they trail by just 4.
Huge bucket. This team trusts Dort in the critical moments.
Outside Durant.
Thunder foul. Chet Holmgren. 3rd personal foul. Second.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. And so he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Every free throw is crucial in a close game. Nice work at the line.
Williams from long range, and he sinks it. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
Williams is like a vibe. I mean, this guy gets it. He knows they need points there, and he takes it upon himself to deliver.
And since going to the finals back in 2021, Booker's earned the reputation of a winning player.
Dort for 3. Durant pulls it in. Booker against Dort. Now Booker. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie
Opening day here for both of these teams. Brent Berry, the fans are full of optimism.
Well, the seeds have been planted in the offseason, Kevin. What's about to bloom for these franchises as the year goes on? I mean, lots of movement around the league, but it's about the growth of your favorite team and watching these storylines play out as teams march towards the playoffs. A long ways away, but tonight's where it starts.
So here's Oklahoma City starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the small forward position. Finney Smith finds James. And the dunk by James.
Still has the hops. LeBron, one of the most forceful dunkers in the league.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Dort wide open. Holmgren flanks the putback jam. LeBron with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Doncic outside. Back to LeBron. Pass to Finney Smith. Clock at 6. LeBron sets the screen for Doncic. Shoots over Dort. And it's Doncic missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Doncic kicks to Hachimura. Doncic passes to Finney Smith. Here's LeBron.
Oh, yes, sir.
Okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
Doncic against Dort. Hayes with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That is his first foul of the game. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And Doncic. Here we go. And Hayes kicks to Doncic. LeBron with a screen on Dort. 5 on the clock.
That length of Holmgren is such a tool on defense.
LeBron can't get it to go. It's stolen by Hachimura. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, GA?
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. And Coach Mark Dagnall said, I look at him more like he's an artist. You can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow, thank you for the record. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7'1" with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Gets the three-pointer to fall. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. 4-point game. Outside Williams. 1:31 left to play in the first quarter. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's James. Pass to Hayes. Hachimura with it. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger.
And the sustained greatness of LeBron James, just something when you take a step back and really marvel at. We truly have been witnesses to something special.
And here's Doncic from the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Dort passes to Hartenstein. Back to Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. The Thunder with another miss.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
From deep, LeBron. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. The shot's good from Gilgeous-Alexander.
You have a guard like Gilgeous-Alexander that fights inside. It can add some spunk to your team.
Oklahoma City foul.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
All free throws good from Doncic.
Eye-popping talent from Doncic. We don't see many players with his size and skill set.
Gilgeous-Alexander finds Holmgren. A three-pointer off the mark. Here's Hachimura. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time.
And so it's Los Angeles, holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their defense has been active and effective. Back right after this. And so far, through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
They got James. Hachimura out there with Jackson Hayes. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3. That's the Laker 5. In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yeah, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They've built from within. They've built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with a coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Doncic dishes to James. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Thunder trailing by 11. Dort kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Six on the shot clock. Makes it off the glass. Gilgeous-Alexander's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Oklahoma City. Pass to Hachimura. And he drives in. And the dunk by Hachimura.
Great burst of speed there from Rui.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it. Well, after getting off to a great start, hitting those first 2 shots, he's definitely regressed a little bit in this quarter.
Doncic passes to LeBron. Jacks up a 3. That's good from Doncic on the assist by LeBron. Doncic has got 8.
And the defense has to be aggressive with Luka from range. Give him any space, and he is looking to pull.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. It's rebounded by Hayes. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. James, oh, the way to the rack. Greg, every year, injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
And Hayes kicks to James. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to James. Wow, the athleticism of LeBron James.
LeBron is just dominating right now, aware of the defense, and has not feared one since he came into the league.
Fires the three. Dort misses.
And this feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And it's Doncic missing.
It's not his best night from the field, but looking for other ways and finding them so he can chip in.
They've worked hard to get this lead. Can't start giving up easy slams all of a sudden.
Yeah, GA, that's right. And that was easy. Gift wrap for him.
Yeah, we see this all too often. The team gets a huge lead, and then their guard gets let down.
Lets it go with a three. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. It led by as many as 14 points. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, those turnovers were inexcusable. So many of their possessions ended with them giving the ball away. It's one thing to make passes, but you need to pass to your own team, not the other one.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Doncic with the steal. To the middle. Here's the lob, and LeBron flies through the air.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
We've seen this movie before, LeBron dictating the pace of the game, and when his shot is falling, there is nothing you can do.
And during that first half, and that'll do it for half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
That first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Yeah, the defense has got to be a little bit embarrassed. There's no reason why he should just be on top of that rim.
So for Oklahoma City right now, Williams is out there with Williams. Then it's Mitchell. Then it's Wiggins. And it's Caruso in at the two spot. Milton sets the screen for Reeves. Pass to Len. Shoots a three. Rebound by Mitchell. Thunder trailing by 12. Now Caruso. Over Milton. And good as it just snugs right down through the net. And here's Milton. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Drives to the hoop. Plays it up and banks it in. He's got his first points of the game.
Now that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Williams passes to Caruso. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Caruso's got 5 now.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, the Thunder take it one step at a time. All-star Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I think we all stay in the moment, and and that's why we've been able to get better. Attack the day, the program in front of us. We all have the right intentions and want to win at the end of the day.
That attitude growing by leaps and bounds. Thank you, David. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Williams, a screen on Reeves. Caruso, no good.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
Thunder trailing by 10. Knocked away. Wiggins against Milton. Mitchell, a screen on Milton. Wiggins dishes to Mitchell. Just 5 to shoot. Wiggins finds Caruso. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Los Angeles leading by 10. And here's Reeves outside. Sinks the triple. Reeves has got his first 3 points of the game.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Caruso, the pass to Wiggins. And he hits the button.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
From down in the low post, it goes. Milton's got his second bucket tonight. Thunder trailing by 13. Caruso looking for an opening. And the foul called on Austin Reeves. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Brett, we know that the NBA can be compared to any league in the world, and it is regarded as the best. But as someone who has won titles like you have, is it world champs, or should we just leave it at NBA champs?
Well, Kevin, it's a really good question, and I don't know what side I lean on. I prefer to talk about being the NBA champs. I mean, out of respect for what the world competitions represent, I think NBA champs is just fine.
And here are the Lakers. They're on an 11-2 run. Vanderbilt with it. Now defended by Mitchell. Milton kicks to Vanderbilt. From deep, Reeves. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Los Angeles leading by 19. This one for 3. Tips it up. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Milton's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Caruso finds Williams. Reeves against Caruso. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Goodwin passes to Milton. Reeves with the screen on Mitchell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Mitchell. From 18 feet away. And that one good. Vanderbilt with it over Williams. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's Los Angeles taking a night. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. We've got Goodwin. Shake Milton is out there with Austin Reeves. Then there's Jarrett Vanderbilt. And it's Len in at the 5 spot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Holmgren kicks to Dort. Holmgren sets the screen for Dort. And the 3 off target.
That's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
James finds Doncic. From past the arc. Hachimura, no good. Thunder trailing by 19. Here we go, one-on-one. That shot wide open.
It's so accurate from deep. Williams can torch you.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Out to Doncic. From outside the arc. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
James sets the screen for Doncic. Looking to get it going. And Doncic throws it down.
From ultra close range, Doncic.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Holmgren. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort to screen on James. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Luka Doncic.
Gilgeous-Alexander can hit you with a lot of moves. Tricky to defend.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, I mean, take that. Holmgren, he knows defenses want to rough him up a little bit, and he welcomes the challenge.
Well, Brent, we had to wait a year for it, but Chet Holmgren had an incredible rookie season.
And I don't think any talent evaluator is surprised at the way that Chet came in his first year and was able to contribute and sometimes dominate in the ways that he did. So coming back healthy, making that immediate impact, Chet Holmgren is going to be a superstar in this league.
Doncic against Dort, lets it fly. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. And the Lakers lead by 16. It's Dort on the wing. Holmgren finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort with the ball. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hartenstein with the screen on LeBron. Clock at 4. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. James dishes to Hayes. James against Gilgeous-Alexander. Doncic outside. LeBron outside. The Thunder pull it in. And even 3-on-3 break. It's deflected.
And Hachimura putting the long arms to use.
James with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. LeBron shot is off. Thunder trailing by 16.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Lakers.
Lightning.
That was incredible.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Here's Williams. Takes a 3. Traps in the tray. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. There's the drive. And the rejection by Holmgren. Williams kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. That doesn't go either for Gilgeous-Alexander. Finney Smith passes to Doncic. Hachimura setting the pick for Doncic. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Here's Dort, and the 3 ball is good.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
Doncic dishes to LeBron. Now, here's Doncic. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easy. A confident win. Thanks so much, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is
a fierce look. Hey, everybody, we're coming to you live. We're just a few. Games into the new year, Doris. How important is it for a team to start off strong?
I think, BA, it's hugely important. What we've learned historically is that the first 20 games are a good indicator for success. And obviously, if you're younger, can your confidence waver if you get off to a tough start? Veterans can absorb it a little bit better. But to me, those first 20 games, big time important.
Now let's take a look at Phoenix's opening lineup. They've got Devin Booker. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards. Then it's Royce O'Neal, and it's Dunn in at the 3. Now here's O'Neal. Takes it inside. Here's Durant. And Durant with the big finish.
That KD is showing a little bit of elevation.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick, and KD's name came up pretty quickly. I asked Coach about strategy for Durant, and he said, I want to get physical with him, make sure he's not getting easy looks at the hoop, and ruffle his feathers. So the orders for the defense are to stay tough with Durant. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Doncic against Booker, and there's James from the arc. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
LeBron James has built his game well beyond the three-point line. You've got to check him everywhere.
Screen by Durant. Booker fires from way outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Rebounded by Dunn. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far.
Yeah, Booker keeping that defense off balance with his passing ability right there.
Here's Doncic. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his first.
Doris, you talk about a guy who forces you to play at his pace. That's Luka Doncic.
Oh, my goodness, BA, there's no question. He's got tremendous patience. He's in complete command of the tempo of the game. But maybe my favorite aspect is how he manipulates the game to get defenders off balance.
Oh, man, what vision by Booker. His playmaking is really underrated.
James outside. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Hey, hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup.
Maintained his concentration beautifully as he double clutched and laid it in against some tight D.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. James passes to Finney-Smith. Back to James. Sinks the tray. James has got 8.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Here's Durant. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
And now, almost all their points coming from the paint.
Lakers trail by 3. We've got 1:55 left in the first quarter. And here's Doncic outside. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
And the shot goes in. 10 points for him.
We call that the ultimate high percentage look for one of the most efficient scorers ever. KD in the house. I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Here's Booker, following the score by the Lakers. Done with it. Picked up by James. Up top, O'Neal. The kick to Durant. 4 on the clock. The 3 is up. Royce O'Neal, that one's good. O'Neal's got his second basket on the night.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Here's Doncic. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
That's a high percentage look for Luka Doncic. He is a menace if he gets that deep.
Booker finds Durant. There's 45 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Booker. Another one falls for Phoenix.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Here's Doncic. And he banks in the layup.
That's 6'7" size, and Luka can sneak up on you, folks. Look out.
Now here's Booker. Pass to Richards. And he can't jam it through.
Great contest by the defender. If that's a dunk, you've got to put down in his face.
And Doncic hammers it home.
Well, Doncic, terrific floor vision in the open floor. He also understands how to be the guy to finish.
Booker against James. Screen by Durant. Outside O'Neal. Takes the 3. With the putback.
NBA rules. 2 minutes are allowed to review.
And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And there's really plenty of time remaining in this game, so you want to make sure the right call was made.
Kevin Durant has been leading the charge for the Suns. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We'll be right back after this word. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Well, coming into tonight, maybe you thought they were going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Nope, that's not the case.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Luka Doncic is out there with James. Then there's Hayes. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Hachimura in at the 4-man position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
Phoenix shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. We're starting to see more players throwing alley-oops to themselves off the backboard. Did you ever do that?
In practice, maybe, but although I had some leaping ability early on, I never had the audacity to do it in a real game.
Here's Doncic. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Dunn. Here's Durant. Ooh, the defense just making it easy for Durant.
Kevin Durant just understands how to find the open spots on the floor. His scoring line, proof of him getting to the efficiency we always look to.
And there's a whistle. That one goes on Royce O'Neal. That's his first foul. Hachimura outside. Pass to Doncic. Stolen by Booker.
That's just phenomenal defense. The defense feels like it's all over the place and knows exactly how to guard it.
A nice shot by Richards.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Drafted as a 19-year-old back in 2015 by the Suns, Devin Booker has a special connection with Phoenix Doors.
PA, they absolutely love Devin Booker in the Valley of the Sun. He's been with the Suns his entire career, and basically it's a fan base that has watched this young man grow up. And when you think over the long history of this organization, when you mention the best players in team history, there is no doubt he is part of that conversation. Devin Booker sees a window of opportunity to get to the dribble drive game and takes advantage.
Phoenix leading by 7. Here's Dunn, and he dumps it down.
Oh, that's a pretty bounce pass. Nice.
And so J.J. Reddick calls for the timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. The 2K leaderboard highlighting last season's assist leaders. Second, Luka Doncic. And, of course, LeBron James.
You got to give credit to how both of these guys see the floor. They're all about moving the rock and trying to set their guys up. This is why their teammates love playing with them.
The ability to sustain productivity over the entirety of his career, LeBron James is a modern marvel.
Durant, pass to Dunn. And the foul is called. And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Coach's challenge in place. We've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Phoenix no good that time either.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Here's James. Hey, it's James slamming it down.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
Outside Booker. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Right wing. Clock at 6. O'Neal on the wing. Up and over Doncic. Outside for Booker. Left side O'Neal. Outside Durant. Takes a 3. That won't fall. 6 for 10 from the floor now.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
James can't get it to go. The Suns lead by 5. Booker with it. Hachimura covering. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Durant for 3.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
And here's Doncic outside. Oh, Doncic! What do you expect?
The defense has to know they're going to get a steady diet of three-point shooting from Luka.
To win the drought, Booker on the take. And he lays it up and in. Booker's got 6.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
Oh, my goodness. Luka Doncic. We don't think of him as a dunker, but that is well done.
Durant with a screen on James. Here's Booker. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Inside. Hayes, the pass to Finney-Smith. Pass to Hachimura. James, outside. Punching it inside. LeBron.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
Knocked away. With 4 on the clock. And slam dunk by James.
Strong defense followed by some smart offense. That's just good fundamentals.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Lakers. All right, now let's check. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
And please direct your...
I'll tell you, he doesn't miss many. He can be aggressive and play within himself at the same time. Heck of a...
Okay, time. And that's it for halftime.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Kicking off the second half, here's Mike Budenholzer's 5. We've got Mason Plumlee. Grayson Allen is out there with Bradley Beal. And it's Bol, and it's Lee in at the small forward position. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Jumps up, throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Well, scouts were buzzing about Connect's ability to attack the rim with a ton of ferocity. Now we see it in person.
Beal from outside. Kept alive. Here's Plumlee, and he lays it up and in.
Gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Pass to Connect. With the drive. Uses the glass on the layup. Connect's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
Lee on the wing. Left side Bol. Fires for 3. Drills it from deep. Bol's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
It's Reeves with the drive. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Beal right side. And he drives in. And there it is for him.
Boy, that is a rugged finish from Beal. Absorbs the hit, guides it in. Nice.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Allen against Reeves. Goodwin passes to Lynn. Reeves against Allen. 6 on the shot clock. The drive by Reeves. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Allen, the pass to Bol. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Bol's got 5 now.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Shot is good by Goodwin.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And one of the game's best shooters, Doris, Grayson Allen, can really stretch the floor for you.
B.A., his presence on this particular roster is so significant because of what they can do around him. Yes, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter because he can flat beat you from distance, but you also can't foul him. He is consistent at the free throw line, and he's very capable off the bounce. Grayson Allen is a more well-rounded player than he's given credit for.
Pass to Reeves. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And it's a 4-point Laker lead.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And that one good. Allen's gotten his first basket of the night.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup, nicely done.
Reeves, the pass to Vanderbilt. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And Vanderbilt no good on that one. Suns trail by 4. To the paint. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
This is the area of greatest improvement to Mr. Bradley Beal's game. How about the growth in his passing? Wow.
Goodwin passes to Reeves. Knocks down the triple. Reeves has got 7 now in this quarter. Phoenix has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Reeves against Allen. Pass to Lee. The 3 ball. He drops it from range. Lee's got his first 3 points of the game.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Here's Connect. Here he goes. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
They're showing off his sneaky athleticism. Connect fears no one when attacking the basket.
Here's Beal. And then Beal with the dunk.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Here's Reeves. Pass to Lynn. Here's Connect. And here's Reeves outside. The shot that time, not on target. And at the close of the 3rd quarter, still a close game. Both teams putting up points in a... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the 2-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. They've got Rui Hachimura, LeBron James out there with Luka Doncic. Then there's Hayes, and it's Finney Smith in at the 3, small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Mike Budenholzer was going over with his team, and they were blunt with their team, telling them if they want to win, the comeback has to start right now. They can't waste any possessions. Plus, they told the players, we need some stops. A very direct way to communicate, Ryan.
As always, Allie, we thank you. 2 on the clock. Here's Booker. Misses off the right iron.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Here's Doncic. And Doncic with the jam.
I'll tell you, some people question the athleticism of Luka Doncic, but boy, he loves to dunk on occasion and let you hear about it.
Tries to break his ice. Oh, coming in hot, Devin Booker.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
And there's a whistle. That one goes on Royce O'Neal. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Here's Doncic. Here's Doncic on the drive. And it's Devin Booker with a rebound.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
The kick to Durant. For 3, O'Neal. Rebound, the Lakers. James with the ball. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th now. Oh, misses the dunk.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
O'Neal on the wing. He's defended by Hayes. Dunn right side. Pass to Richards. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Booker. James with the rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Luka proving he can score from anywhere.
Well, there's a mix of touch and power that Luka Doncic brings to the game. You can't take him lightly when he touches the paint.
And Durant with the big finish.
Well, we know Kevin Durant is one of the elite players in the NBA, and if there's a big shot to be made, he wants to take it.
Doncic, that one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
Can't ask for a better look with the game in the balance.
Here's Booker. Oh, he took a hard foul. Well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coach's challenge.
That's his first personal foul.
People will worry that this would slow the action down. But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
He hits the first one, and that brings him within 5.
Booker, not the guy you want to foul, gentlemen. This guy is one of the best from the stripe there is in the game. They can't really afford to leave points at the line right now. He would have loved to cash in on each of those free throws and trim the lead even more.
Here's James. Oh, okay then.
We all know LeBron wants to take these shots. When the pressure is at its highest, he does not shy away from making the play his team needs.
Richards, the pass to Durant. No good with the triple.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Doncic against Booker. There's the triple. James can't get it to go. Suns trail by 5. O'Neal passes to Booker. In deep. Booker gets it to go.
Oh, the elite competitor that Devin Booker is. Big moment to be had. Yes, it's his time.
The 3. And LeBron James gets the 3. James has got 23 points.
There's not a person in this building who didn't know the ball was going to LeBron, and still he delivers.
Durant with it. Guarded now by Finney-Smith. Done outside. No good from outside.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
Doncic finds James. And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter.
One of those nights where opposing coaches just shake their head. LeBron has taken over.
Booker surveying the floor. Fires the 3. Count it! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
If your team is under duress and needs a score, Devin Booker is the answer, folks.
James passes to Finney-Smith. He shoots. And there's another one for the Lakers. And it's Phoenix's ball. Outside Durant. There's the 3. He connects. And now they trail by just 4.
What a good pass. I mean, Booker so unselfish, showing he's not just a finisher.
That's an 8-second violation. Phoenix ball.
Outside O'Neal. Outside Booker for 3. It's not going to go for him. And so it's the Lakers who scrape by with the win. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew.
magic. This place is absolutely buzzing with anticipation. Each team with their first game of the season here tonight.
The key now is making sure your season starts with a win. That first dub is a catalyst to the start of your season. Helps you find a rhythm very early.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Durant is out there with Nick Richards. Then there's Dunn. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's O'Neal in at the 2. Lock at 6. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Holmgren. Off target from outside. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. Pass to Richards. Back to KD. Richards with it. No good on that one. Good D by Holmgren. Dort against Booker. Dort passes to Hartenstein. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Williams has a screen for Holmgren. Williams is right there.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those chip-ins are easy to come by. And the dunk by Booker.
And with his skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
And as disappointing as the Suns' first-round exit was last year, RJ, this team, I think, still has a window open. How about you?
Yeah, Kevin, I've often said it takes teams a second year. That first year is really the adjustment period for star players. The Suns core group had some growing pains in that first season, but look, this year, I think this is the year we're going to see the best version of the Phoenix Suns.
No one to blame on that one but himself. When you get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. From outside, off the mark. Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Running the floor, Durant pushes himself to get ahead of the defense.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now here's Booker. KD a screen on Dort. And the dunk by Booker.
Okay, Book, we see the bounce.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Dagnall for a minute. Their plan, such as it is to make Kevin Durant uncomfortable. Force him to take shots instead of giving him the ones he wants. Coach said it's obviously easier said than done, but if you let Durant get hot, forget about it. He can take over an entire game. We'll see if they can execute defensively. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David. And it's Durant missing.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised it ended up going their way with the miss.
Gilgeous-Alexander against O'Neal. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And good work inside. SGA will make more room for himself on the perimeter when he can be effective down low.
The drive by Booker and the dunk by Booker.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. 3-point lead. Pass to Holmgren. And stolen by Dunn. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Durant, the pass to Booker. Durant kicks to Booker. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Durant. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Here's Dunn. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder leading by 3. And the turnover again by Oklahoma City. The Suns have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Dort against Booker. Driving in, and the dunk by Booker.
Huge slam from Booker. He really gets up off these drives.
Looking at Oklahoma City, they took the win in their last game against the Timberwolves. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Dort finds Williams. Offensive rebound. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. It's another look. And there's the nice layup by Hartenstein.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Thunder lead by 3. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the output.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Booker out there with Royce O'Neal. Then it's Nick Richards. Then there's Dunn, and it's Durant in at the power forward position. 2 open that time, made it look too easy. Dort's got 8 points.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Plays it in off the breakaway. Dort's got the lead up to 5 now for the Thunder.
It's all about effort with Dort. He's had nothing handed to him. When he wants something, this man takes it.
The shot by KD. No good. Thunder shooting impressively throughout at 62%.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Dort finds Holmgren. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander. Dunn covering. Gilgeous-Alexander against Dunn. The kick out to Williams. Just 4 to shoot. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
And you don't like to concede the free throws, but it's better than getting flushed on.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Oklahoma City.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And another key for them tonight, attacking the basket. Taking it right to the hoop. Never a bad idea.
While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is second. 4th, Alex Caruso.
And with all the steals these two came away with, they probably put a thought in the back of every opponent's head, and it wasn't a very good thought.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Devin Booker is a 3-level scoring threat. He said, I'm just reading coverages and taking what the defense gives me. That's a mid-range jumper, which analytically people say is a highest percentage shot. But for myself, it's a good one. I've shot it pretty much my whole life. Kevin?
And David, doesn't it show? Wow, he is something else. Hey, thank you.
Such a unique player. Kevin Durant, pure shooter, incredibly skilled, all at nearly 7 feet tall.
A nice shot by Hartenstein.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Booker. Rebound by Williams. The Thunder leading by 6. And coming in as a 4 spacing 2 guard. How impressive is it, RJ, that Devin Booker is holding down the point?
And it's not just the rate of assists. He's limiting his turnovers in great fashion, too, despite his high usage. And we've kind of come to expect this performance from Booker every night. His scoring is just that consistent.
On the wing, Williams. And it's blocked. They retain possession. Hartenstein with the screen on KD. A 3-ball. Up again. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Suns trail by 3. Down low. Here's Booker. Strong finish inside from Booker.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. 1:57 left in the first half of basketball. Williams passes to Holmgren. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Holmgren's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Jordan against Booker. Booker in stride. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
He has no deficiencies. He has no flaws in his offensive game. Booker, he's capable of dropping 30 on any given night against any given player.
And stolen by Dunn. Going inside, here's Richards, and he hits it to tie the game up. Richards got his first basket of the night.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. 13 foul.
And 1:01 left in the first half. Williams can't hit. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. Durant attacking. Durant strides in for that one.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Oklahoma City has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Count that bucket. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the game tied up here for the Thunder.
And moving with such speed, the quickness of SGA's drives, something to admire.
KD against Holmgren. Durant down the lane. And contact on the shot. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
At the line for the Suns, Kevin Durant, 2 shots. The play is under video review under NBA rules. The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to get a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And the first one at the line is good.
One of the most accomplished players in the game. Durant's sole focus is to continue contending for titles.
That one misses.
And didn't have a single free throw in that first quarter, but he started to play with a little bit more of an edge to his game here in the second.
The Suns leading. Durant hand delivers the transition bucket.
What an athletic play by Durant. This man, what can't he do?
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Suns. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more in store for you right after this.
You know, right now for the Thunder, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have.
And let's turn our attention to tonight's game. The Thunder find themselves in a real battle.
I like how they've been.
And that is...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. Bull inside. He's against Williams. Bull can't hit. Now here's Caruso. He's covered by Beal. And he banks in the layup. Caruso's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Thunder. Bull against Williams. Here's Bull. And the foul called on Kenrich Williams. That is his first foul of the game. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver. I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Caruso sets the screen for Mitchell. And the layup is good. Now it's a 3-point Thunder lead.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Screen by Bull. The drive by Beal. And finished off by Beal.
Oh, when he turns a corner, Beal can just slice right through the defense as good as anyone.
Beal against Caruso. Pass to Wiggins. Back to Caruso. Wiggins sets a screen for Caruso. And a miss there on the triple. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And Beal kicks the ball. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. No good from outside. And so Caruso will bring up the ball for the Thunder. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. On the wing, Wiggins hits it from 3-point range. And the Thunder lead by 4.
A nice start to the second half. They've made 3 out of their first 4 shots coming out of the break.
Allen, count it, good.
And it's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Williams, a screen on Beal. To the inside. Plumlee with the steal. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much, Kevin. And another Kevin, Kevin Durant, is the most decorated member of the Suns star trio. KD says, I believe in this team and we believe in one another. I like our chemistry. Not just the 3 of us, but our whole team. Our coaching staff is doing a great job. We're not promising anything. I like our chances against anybody.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. What surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
At the line for your Thunder, Alex Caruso.
Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
That one misses for Caruso. The Suns trailing. The drive by Beal. And finished off by Beal.
Boy, Beal looked like he was shot out of a cannon there.
Oklahoma City has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Well, Richard, during his Washington days, Bradley Beal averaged 30 a game in back-to-back seasons.
Beal is such a strong guard, so not only can he beat you with his shooting stroke, but he can also play some bully balls.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Allen outside. Into the lane. That puts them in the lead. Allen's got 4 points now in the quarter.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basketball.
Pass to Lee. Takes it off the glass. And the Suns lead by 2.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Caruso, the pass to Mitchell. Williams sets a screen for Mitchell. Outside Williams. Kicks it out to Mitchell. And it's sent back by Plumlee. And they get it back. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
There are so many ways that Bradley Beal can beat you.
The Thunder have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Outside Williams. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Outside Beal. From deep. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Phoenix ahead. They lead by a bucket. Let's listen in on what Mike Budenholzer had.
Let's do it again for this quarter. 0-0.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Oklahoma City trailing. Setting the floor for the Suns. Royce O'Neal is out there with Devin Booker. And it's Durant. Then it's Nick Richards. And it's done in at the 3 spot. Here's KD. And then Durant with the jam.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Dort. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Dort. Holmgren in the high post. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. That 3 off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Booker with no one around. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Thunder trailing by 4. Williams outside. It's rebounded by O'Neal.
They are losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And Booker loves these situations because he understands how to finish through physical defense.
On offense, Devin Booker really does it all for his teams. He scores well and assists others. Richard, he can do it all.
You love to see that from a superstar. Booker just wants points on the board. And if he can't get a shot, he'll get a look for someone else.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Booker the pass to KD. Over Holmgren. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Hartenstein's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to Holmgren. And that one, good.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Booker going to work inside.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. Phoenix leading by 5. Booker looking around. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. There's the screen. Fires top of the key. Pass to O'Neal. Another shot, and the basket is good. He's got a chance here for one more at the line.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offense having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Put it down!
Wow! My gracious, way to get up.
Well, Dort makes the smart play there. He spots a wide open shooter and just gets him the ball.
O'Neal on the wing. Booker against Dort. Floats one. Outside for KD. Muscling it in. Kevin Durant.
Oh, that's cute. You think you can play tough, physical D, but that's Kevin Durant. Like, come on.
For the 3. They get it back. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Hartenstein.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Booker against Dort. They set the pick. Booker the pass to Richards, and he dunks it down.
Booker just keeps getting better at orchestrating the pick and roll, setting up his teammates out of those sets.
Outside, Dort, and it's out of bounds. Oklahoma City able to retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Williams' shot is off. Suns leading by 8. Booker outside. Dunn looking over the floor. Booker inside, defended by Dort. Dunn outside. And here's Booker from the arc. And Holmgren pulls it down. And here now the Thunder. Dort left side. The kick out to Williams. Launches a 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
13 foul.
23 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And Phoenix can just let the clock run down here. For 3, Booker.
On defense, Dort has great instincts, helping him stay on top of the shooter.
Dunn passes to O'Neal. Shot clock at 6. Fires from way outside. So the Suns win it. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win. Thank you for that, David. And that about wraps it up. Richard Jefferson, Greg Anthony, and David
With you as well, BA, and this is perhaps my favorite night of the year when you talk about the NBA opening night. So much excitement, so much anticipation, and we know the rest of the season will deliver.
And now the Los Angeles starters. Rui Hachimura is out there with Hayes. Then it's Luka Doncic. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's James in a two-guard. Now here is James. Into the lane. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
LeBron showing you how he does it. A stylish flush by King James.
The shot by Dort, no good.
And lockdown defense against one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
And it's good. 2 points.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Williams. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Well, last season we saw Luka Doncic score 73 points. Tied for 4th most in NBA history, Clark.
BA, he is so special, and the thing about the 73 he got, it was the most efficient 70-point game in league history. And with how offense-heavy the league is going, I wouldn't put it past him to go north of Kobe Bryant's mark of 81 at some point. He's got that kind of ability.
And the Lakers with possession here. Following the bucket by Oklahoma City. James. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. James has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And once James gets the ball near the rim, just let him go to work because he knows what he's doing down there.
Dort for 3. Rebound by the Lakers. Their last meeting was in Oklahoma City, where they were unable to fight off the Thunder.
This time around, they're looking for better execution offensively. They have to avoid mistakes.
And it really was the turnovers that fueled the blowout. I mean, a lot of questionable, poor decisions by them with the ball. And when that happens, you can get blasted.
Doncic against Dort. James, a screen on Dort. Out to James. A rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
And Holmgren with the basket on the assist from Dort.
It's so difficult to defend Holmgren inside. For such a young player, his body control and awareness are off the charts.
Doncic. And Doncic with the jam. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Holmgren with it. He had 22 in the win against Minnesota.
And his presence was certainly felt on defense. Blocked 3 shots and changed countless others.
And stolen by Williams. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Offensive rebound. Hachimura from long range. Williams grabs the board. Oklahoma City has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. Dort for 3. And he can't get that one.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
And it's James with the jam.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
Thunder trail by 3. You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Well, it sure is, B. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
Here's James, following the bucket by the Thunder. Pass to Finney-Smith, and stolen by Williams. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Dort outside. Williams on the wing. Jacks up a 3. On target from range. Williams has got 5. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Thunder?
I must say their defensive intensity has been impressive so far. Really making it hard for the offense to hold on to the ball.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
And it's the Thunder with the ball, following the score by Los Angeles. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got his 4th rebound in this one. James passes to Hayes. Here's Doncic. coming off a 28-point game against Minnesota.
And he really made them pay for every foul. Spent much of his time draining shots from the free throw line.
Pass to Holmgren, to the middle. Here's Williams. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Oklahoma City shooting their initial free throws of the game here.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
And Williams drops them both. Doncic outside. Out to James from behind the arc. And that's not going to go. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Lakers. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
The defense has been giving them plenty of mid-range jumpers, and they've been making them pay for that mistake.
What's more, they're getting their feet wet down there in the paint early on. Not shying away at all, taking it inside. What a great way to start.
So on the floor for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. Hayes is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's James. And it's Doncic in a...
Oh, are you kidding me? Wow, man.
Did you guys see that from Luka? My goodness, some extra sauce there.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
And Grant, we know the importance of the veteran leaders on a team, but not every vet wants to accept a mentorship role.
Very true, B.A. In your later years, that role becomes a blend of playing and kind of coaching. Not everyone is cut out for that.
Thunder with a lead. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort for 3. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
Doncic passes to Hayes. James outside. The putback controls the rebound and the putback.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
The Thunder have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. From the arc.
It energizes everybody when LeBron is locked in like this on the defensive end.
And it's rejected. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Luka Doncic is a do-it-all player. I mean, he does everything for this team, including being a walking triple-double threat on a game-by-game basis.
The kick out to Williams. 3-pointer. They get it back. Hardenstein passes to Dort. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock. The shot by Dort, no good.
Hey, how about imagining if they were hitting their shots, how big the lead could be. But so far, that's not been the case.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Hardenstein a screen. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. It's a one-on-one situation. The offensive rebound. Dort with a steal. Holmgren inside. Hachimura covering.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Doncic against Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And you know, As a roller, Holmgren shows great hands, and he makes nice adjustments moving downhill.
And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This is his second trip to the line in the game. That's good from Doncic.
He wasn't quite as assertive as he needed to be in the first quarter, but now he's taking a more head-on approach and getting himself to the line. Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
He's going off this quarter, a huge reason why this team is on top.
Dort against Doncic. The drive by Dort. Drops in the layup for 2. So Dort's got 10 points in the game.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
Pass to Holmgren. Shoots from the baseline. Hachimura with a rebound.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Hayes with a screen on Williams. And here's Doncic outside. Doncic delivers from range.
But the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
Here's Williams. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
He got it up. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We'll be right back.
You know, right now for the Thunder, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah. All right, looking back now at that first half, a bit of a hill to climb for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
You love to see this kind.
That does it for halftime.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Boy, really an incredible game here from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up. Be physical with him.
They've got Alex Caruso. Williams is out there with Williams. Then there's Mitchell, and it's Wiggins in at small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. Caruso misses. Los Angeles leading by 9. From undrafted to closing games with LeBron and AD. Austin Reeves, what a story, Clark.
It really is a great story. I mean, this guy has just continued to prove the doubters wrong. Nobody's going to outcompete him. He's fearless. He's got great skill. Doesn't lack for confidence either. He's one of my favorite players to watch.
The shot by Reeves, no good.
And it seemed like they lost track of time. The shot clock, in that case, got the better of it.
Wiggins, no good.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Outside Reeves. And with a little over a minute gone by, the second half is underway. Shot clock at 6. Here's Milton. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And here's Mitchell. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. 9-point game. Wiggins from long range hits the three-pointer. Wiggins has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Milton for 3. The Rebound by Wiggins.
This isn't how they wanted to start the second half. Only 1 of 4.
Caruso played it in with a nice touch off the window. Caruso's got his first points of the night.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
The Lakers with another miss.
And I'm sure this isn't how they drew it up at the half. Only 1 for 5 here in the third quarter. Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Releases. He hits the back iron and sinks it. And the Lakers lead by 6. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. And here's Caruso outside. Knocks down the long J. Caruso's got 5 points.
In full-on catch-up mode. They're raining threes right now.
Yeah, they've had a great second half for long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Reeves against Caruso. From deep, Mitchell. Rebound, the Lakers. Right side, Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-handed, just like pound cake.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads-up action there. Reading the play and then beating them to the spot. Well done.
Reeves against Caruso. Reeves, the pass to Goodwin. Counted from distance. And now it's a 10-point Los Angeles lead.
You know, he may have a scorer's mindset, but Reeves makes plays for others, too.
On the wing, Caruso. He's got 5. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a 3 at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Here's Lynn. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And stolen by Caruso. Down low. Here's Williams. Got it. Good job in the low post. The Lakers lead by 8. Outside Reeves. Milton for 3. Rebound by Wiggins.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrated.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Lynn. From outside, off the mark. Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Sinks it from distance. And it's now only a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
Opportunistic basketball. Gets a great look at the 3 in transition.
Offline with a baseline jumper.
There's no way that's the best look this offense can produce.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
Boy, that's a nice asset to have. It's a huge boost to any offense, too. It adds a whole nother dimension when you've got a big guy that can pass.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game. On the court for the Lakers to start the 4th. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then there's Jackson Hayes. Then there's LeBron James. And it's Doncic in at the point. Back to Dort. Over James. Hardenstein passes to Williams. Plenty of room to knock down that one.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Here's Doncic. Hardenstein pulls it in. Hardenstein's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Holmgren. Yes! And the foul! That's on Dorian Finney-Smith.
After getting smoked earlier in this game, they've battled back to take the lead. Kudos to them.
And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stats for Oklahoma City.
You know, this is an example of why conditioning can be so important. I mean, it can be critical. They continue to sprint the floor, and there's no let up in sight.
And another note, how about the way they've cashed in off turnovers? Taking advantage when given the extra opportunity.
One of the things that's really impressive about Luka Doncic is his continued growth. I mean, season to season, you see this guy working on himself, working on his mind, how he thinks the game and his body, and becoming a better athlete. That spells trouble for the league.
We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Look at Shea playing big inside.
And the D can't allow Gilgeous-Alexander to get this positioning, because once he does, he makes you pay.
James up top. And slam dunk by James.
Well, he's got that killer instinct to get to the 10. Tie it up. What a great game we got here, folks. Woo!
The kick out to Williams. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Hayes has got his 8th rebound here tonight. James passes to Doncic. Three-pointer off the mark. For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Inside.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
13 fouls.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for your Isaiah Hartenstein.
Hits one, then misses the second attempt from the line.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
There, LeBron for 3.
He's so clutch. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. The Lakers in the lead. To the inside. Hachimura. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got his 3rd assist of the night. Pass to Hartenstein. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. The shot from the low post is good.
Win or lose, this is the fight you want to see from your players.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Oklahoma City has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Oh! What a hammer! Oh,
man! Williams is like a vibe. I mean, this guy gets it. He knows they need points there, and he takes it upon himself to deliver. This has not been his best quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Hachimura finds Doncic. Luka! Get off me!
Doncic not afraid of the moment, actually embraces the spotlight. This guy steps up big when needed most.
They set the screen. The open shot by Gilgeous-Alexander. Rebounded by the Lakers. Doncic has got 5 rebounds in the game. Dort against James. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Trying to show off for the fans and give them their money's worth. Just couldn't finish.
Williams passes to Holmgren. Look at Chet using his size inside.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
Now, here is James. Driving inside. Oh, and the jam by James.
Boy, is it tough to stop LeBron right now.
And the Thunder shooting 58% from the floor. Terrific here in the fourth. Dort for 3. It's Hayes with the rebound.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Here's James. James finds a runway and gets airborne.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's good. And that one brings him within 1.
No fear in the eyes of Gilgeous-Alexander. His guys believe in his ability to come up big.
And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his third foul of the game. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Doncic against Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Doncic passes to James. No good on the three. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with them. I mean, these hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Okay, Thunder fans, here we go. We need zero.
Count it. You can't run the alley-oop from much further out than that.
That was absolutely crazy.
And how high did he have to go to make that catch? Scintillating.
Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. Glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this game.
Here we go.
Luka Doncic is out there with LeBron James. Then it's Rui Hachimura. Then there's Jackson Hayes. And it's Finney Smith in at the three, the small forward. Oh, it's blocked by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Read the eyes of the ball handler, and Gilgeous-Alexander able to get a hand up in time.
Pure from three-point range.
That's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job contesting.
And so J.J. Redick calls the timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Lakers trail by 3. Doncic with it, and it's Dort picking him up. Ooh, hard finish from LeBron.
Add this game to LeBron's extensive career highlights. I mean, he's had plenty of big nights like this, but it never gets old.
Dort outside. To the paint. Here's Hartenstein. It's Hayes with the rebound. Hayes has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Now James.
2 minutes remaining in overtime. 2 minutes.
Punching it inside. LeBron.
Hey, I really like what I'm seeing from LeBron here tonight, keeping it simple. He's going to the hot hand, which is him. That's pretty good.
Dort for 3. Offensive rebound. And it's Holmgren missing.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
Doncic outside. James, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
Even for Doncic, this is a big night in the scoring column, giving his fans their money's worth and then some.
Dort for 3. LeBron with the rebound. James has got 5 rebounds tonight. Doncic feeling it out a bit. Pass to James. Back to Doncic. Clock is at 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. The Lakers have gotten 3 of 5 attempts to go as we play here in this OT period. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
James never lets up. He is absolutely fearless down the stretch.
Dort finds Gilgeous-Alexander. time, also a missed shot. Well, if they score here, they could effectively end this one.
Yeah, and their main objectives right now, taking care of the rock and using some time.
Williams against Doncic. Screen by James. Doncic passes to James. And James throws it down.
What an athletic slam by LeBron, showing these young guys how it's done.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. And nails the tray. And here's Doncic. So it's a narrow victory for the Lakers, pulling it out for the W. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Clark Kellogg, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson.